can go ahead and just call the meeting to order and state the time.
Okay, I will be calling this meeting to order. Today, August 13, 5:30 PM.
Perfect, and we do have a quorum present. So we'll move on to public comments.
Is there any public comments at this time?
No public hearing, so we'll move to approval of the minutes.
Okay, so we will now move to approval of the minutes. Approval of March 12th, 25, regular meeting minutes.
And we'll just need a motion, a second, and a majority vote to approve those minutes. They are included in the packet if y'all have any amendments.
I make a motion to approve.
I second.
Perfect, and we'll just take a vote. Aye.
And then I
All
second that.
unanimous, perfect. So we'll move on to information or discussion items.
Discussion regarding the current conditions, maintenance and upkeep of city parks, fields, and other parks and recreation facilities in the city.
All right, fantastic. So this item was added by Councilor Portillo just to facilitate a discussion, make sure that the Parks Board can continue meeting because we haven't met officially since March, I believe it was. It is important that the council continues to approve appointments, so we won't run into quorum issues. But Councilor Portillo can go ahead and take it over from there.
Yeah, what Gio was saying, and also, one of the biggest reasons, and I'm glad David's here. That I wanted to bring it to the board is we got soccer season coming up. And, I mean, not gonna lie, the field's gone, I mean, we all know it's gone, it's pretty bad shape. And what do we need to do to make sure none of these kids get hurt? You know, I don't want them to go out there, trip, fall, you know, how times are now, you know, times are different. So I was thinking about getting with Saul Ross, see if we can move everything, not postpone the soccer season, but trying to move it to the turf fields so that, we can work on trying to get grass and things going, you know, throughout this year and then don't have to open it back up till next year. So that's one of the things that I was thinking about, but I know David's doing a good job with the parks and things like that, plus the rain's helped a ton. You know, and I know he's maintaining it, it's tough to maintain weeds and things like that, but, you know, that's the reason I wanted to bring this thing up. And, I'm allowed to, if David has anything to say, right?
Absolutely.
If, you have anything to tell us,
Yeah, one of the reasons it is the way it is as well, because I asked, the board member from the soccer association.
Mhm.
It's because they play and practice on that field every day, so they don't give it a chance to recuperate or anything. So they were gonna talk to the school, maybe for the Bucks used to practice back there. That they could use that for practice fields, and I told them anything inside the park, we could get the little kids.
Mhm.
You know, they could practice, because they're not gonna tear it up. That gives it a little bit of a rest.
yeah,
And also they have volunteers that they wanna reseed everything, the whole works. You know, so they're more than welcome to, whatever they need.
Mhm.
So for this year, I think they were just gonna try to get so many of the go aheads out. And then we can till it.
Mhm.
And then see what else comes up.
so has anybody been out there?
Now
But
they're
you're-
gonna start this Saturday, they wanna round up.
And who's in charge of, the soccer association, you know?
Is it Ben? There's like 3 of them, bad with names. Good old faces, bad with names.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. I
But
guess,
they said something about Saros,
okay,
about that field, and they were just waiting, I don't know.
yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow I should be in town. To hopefully go meet with Amanda or somebody up there and see what we could do. I just don't know if that they're gonna allow us because Saros. With football games and things like that, and I don't know when they practice, cause I know they practice a lot on that turf field, so. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll get with you and let you know, and let y'all know what I hear from Saul Ross, and that's my, you know, to come on this council. my biggest deal was to try to build relationships with the county, with Saul Ross,
Yes.
Alpine ISD, with the hospital, you know, 'cause we all need to work hand in hand. And slowly I'm kind of doing that. I've spent a lot of time with the county. County's on board to, if we need anything, they're willing to help out, so, you know, but soccer kind of came at us pretty dang quick. You know, so right now, nothing, you know, I mean, we're gonna do whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
But, I'm trying to build that relationship with Saul Ross State University. Not just me, just the whole city, you know, we have to,
Yeah.
we have to get all this going. Instead of sitting here, you know, fighting amongst each other, get together, because this is how we work down here in Alpine, Texas. It's always been that way. You know, if we don't take care of our own down here, nobody else is gonna take care of us, because we are out here in the middle of nowhere, and no one knows nothing about it. You know, a lot of people don't know about Alpine. So, but let me see if I can get a hold of her tomorrow and see what we can come up with. But if not, then, I mean, season's gonna have, I mean, we can't cancel a season.
Yeah.
You know, not this one.
Yeah.
You know, so, but, that's just something that, you know, I wanted to bring up to everybody's attention is, you know, I know y'all are doing a good job. You're doing whatever you need to do. And again, the rain did help a ton, you know,
Yes.
I get it. And, but, yeah, I'm just kind of looking out for our youth, you know, there's always, Donnie and I were talking about, you know, the parks is big. It's big for economic development, things like that. And, you know, the parks need to be upkeep, you know, we need to upkeep, we need all this, but it's not really, it's your job to do it, but it's really not your job. That's us as a city. We gotta figure something out to get all the, you know, whatever y'all need, get y'all equipped with whatever you need, plus to make these parks look really, really nice, you know? And, because I know, you know, if I was from out of town, I would come in going, oh, they have city parks, let's go check it out. And if it's nothing but dirt, you know, then it's like, man, you know, what the heck? But, you know, again, we need water.
Yes.
And I get that 100%, but, you know, you are doing a good job. You know, and, I know you're doing what you can with what you got, and,
Yeah.
and the, you know, the people you got, but hopefully, you know, us having these meetings and things like that, we could all figure out, have input on what everybody has to say, and then, you know, and then y'all be able to present it over to the board, I mean, to the council, and then, so we can move things forward. But, thank you, yeah.
Perfect. Go on.
I did have just one question about, since we're talking about that. I know like Coconut Park, there's a lot of like weeds growing and things like that. Is there any update on when that's going to be worked on? Because I've walked around and I've had people mention it, that a lot of like weeds are growing and
Like within. the park.
insects, yes, and all of
Yeah,
that.
I mean. We do the weeding feed, 4 times out of the year. So. Usually that controls that.
Mhm.
So with the rain,
Yeah.
it like you get rid of it and it comes back up. So So we have to, because we don't want to burn the grass. But,
Yeah.
And we could probably do it light again.
Mhm.
And if there's big weeds that you know we're coming out, and we're gonna do it old fashioned, go it with a hole and
Yeah.
pull it out. We're not really spraying down because it's grass. Other than that, I mean,
Yeah. I know it has been raining.
I ordered some goats, but they're not here yet.
So I think going forward, we can figure out, work with you on what resources you do need to help with some of this, because I know you're very limited.
Yes.
And so possibly, you know, is that manpower, is that money, is that, what is that? And we can
Brought
start
more
again.
in the budget,
Yeah,
it's for that.
because it's kind of hard to do things if you don't have money to do it.
There you go.
Any other?
So, and then I just want to mention that if any of you all have any items that y'all like to discuss, y'all can let me know, usually 8 days ahead of the meeting. It's the agenda deadline, just so you can get stuff on the agenda. Have any questions, you can always email us as well. But, you know, the more ideas that y'all have, the better, so that we can get stuff in motion. I know that we need to work on signage. Signage is something that we need to do once the new ordinance passed, that y'all approved earlier this year. We need to update the signs. That might be a good project for y'all. Plus, the city council can also issue directives. They're supposed to do that annually, so also coming up. That will probably be coming down the works as well. But if y'all have anything you'd like to discuss, please,
And, real quick, there's, once I got on the council. And I finally got online and was able to figure out, I didn't know we had that many parks.
Yeah.
And so, if you don't mind, if you have an update on us every time we come to a meeting about every park. You know, if you're lacking something, needing something, or just wanna talk about it in general so that we're kind of up to date. 'Cause there were some that I didn't even know belonged to the city and it was a park. Yeah, and I was like, hey, man, I've been here all my life. You know, I'm not gonna lie, you know, but, you know, if you don't mind giving us an update on things like that every month, you know, giving us any type of update, you know, just
Yeah.
on your end, you know, whatever you think, you know, whatever's been going on, kind of keep us posted. So that then we can present it over to the council, or I can present it over to the council, be like, look, you know, the parks crew, this is what they've been doing, they've been moved forward, whatever, because, I mean, as a councilman, do get a lot. I get emails, calls, I'm going around town, I'm like, oh, damn, you know, everything's gonna happen, you know, things are gonna happen, but it's a process.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen overnight, so, you know, at least if, my big deal is just communication, let us know,
Yes.
and anything you need, you know, present it. Then the board here will present it over to the council and we can move forward with it. But I know you mentioned, one day we were talking about the pool. There's your pool guy, you know,
Yeah,
so,
we've already talked.
okay, to get that resolved, because that's big in the community, because there's really nothing else, you know? And I guess the board, we are looking into, we'll put it on hold right now, because there's bigger things to worry about, but something to think about is, splash pad that people have been talking about, we need to talk about. I'm guessing that would be up to the board to kind of get things rolling on that. The other thing is, I know Alpine ISD's in talks with the city about, not really, I don't know if it's taking over manual paying or working side by side with manual paying. I don't understand exactly where we're at with it now.
Mhm.
For Alpine ISD to play their, you know, the girls to have their own kind of softball field,
Yeah,
which is gonna be hard because it is a city field and other kids need to do
I
it.
know, back in the day, Child would send somebody to. We'll cut it,
Mhm.
we'll do that. And then we eat it.
Mhm.
Now the infield, they go work on it and drag it
Mhm.
and whatever.
But
So,
I think it's gonna, from last I heard, talking to some of the people from the school, they're working on getting with the city about it and getting some type of grant or something to redo it. To redo the whole field. I think they're just waiting on a guy right now that specializes in baseball, softball fields. Come down, give them a quote, and see where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And then, kind of go from there, you know? So, you know, I know there's them fields, there's all this there's a lot to maintain, but. I mean, we have to, but I mean, this is all the kids have around here, you know? The
last
summer,
year, we got. The material donated.
Hmm.
Rick Stevens and. Guess the county judge,
Mhm,
and that was for Little League and manual pay.
mhm,
So we would still need more, of course, for manual pay.
Yeah.
And Carter got somebody that donated the scoreboard, so that one's coming down and they're gonna get a new scoreboard.
yeah, Rush was talking to me about that.
That, and then we purchased one for the other field, for the international,
Okay,
so
okay,
that's the only good thing that been happening in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would like to redo the fence at least, and then dugouts are pretty good.
yeah, so I mean, once Alpine ISD presents whatever they wanna present to the city, then we can kind of figure out and we're gonna have to work hand in hand.
Yeah.
If we want this to happen, you know, and share the responsibility, share the maintenance and things like that, which you know, I think they're pretty well aware of what's gonna come with it, you know, and I think they're all on board. It's just trying to figure out somebody to kind of take care of this and again, it's, you know, and it's not really our job. As a community, it's our job we have something nice to take care of, right? You know, and it is, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, y'all can't be there maintaining it, watching over, it, you know, nobody can, you know, and I see a lot of people or dogs and things that are on the fields that shouldn't be on there. But, you know, what do you do, you know?
Yeah.
So this is something in the future that we kind of need to kind of talk about and go over, you know, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't mind, I mean, just update us, that's a big one, just update us and let us know what you think and what you think the parks, how they're doing or, you know, and then recreational, we're gonna have to figure something out and bring some stuff in for kids, you know, for the youth. You know, but that's gonna be board and council's job to
Yeah.
figure that one out, you know? So that's it, that's all I had, thank you.
So I actually have a meeting scheduled with the ISD in a couple of weeks regarding that.
Okay,
And once we iron out a date, that's where we're at. We're trying to figure out a date that'll work. I'll let you know so you can participate in that discussion as well. Where are we with the dog park? Have you been contacting, was it Herman?
I've been trying both senior and junior, no response.
So what exactly, can you remind us what the project consists of?
We did our part, what they wanted, which, dig the holes 3 feet by 3 feet.
And it's a canopy, right?
Yes, metal canopy.
That's the
So
dog park.
they're gonna come in and for the concrete, they're gonna donate the concrete
Okay.
and then set the building up. I think the only thing we probably have to do is screw the tin off, that's it.
Okay.
But since they started that $1 million project down south,
Right,
They
right.
have-
But you're still following up with them actively, right?
yes, every week.
and who was that?
Herman Acosta, his company had donated, or offered to donate the pouring of the concrete. And then I want to say Alpine Public Library donated the
Yes.
actual structure. It's gonna
And
be a
he-
straight structure of the dog park.
He's the one that, volunteered to put it up. Well, he has a machinery to put those beams up and all that, and that's what they do, so.
Then I'll add a standing item for him to provide an updated.
Okay.
Anybody have anything else?
No, I'm just glad to be here and I just want to make sure he doesn't, that, you know, we're here to help you. You know,
Yes.
that's our big thing is we're here to try to figure out a way to give you the help you need because yeah, it's very overwhelming and
Oh, yeah.
it's, you know, I don't want you sitting there going, well, now they're gonna have me do this and this and, you know, it's like, no, we're here to try to help you solve these problems that, you know, I think we're heading in a good direction, which is parks are very important to a growing city, so.
Any other comments? No? Alrighty. This meeting is adjourned.
Yes. Oh.